Portal. Current events. Portal talk language. Watch view source. Worldwide current events. Sports events. Recent deaths. Entry views by week list. Today's most viewed articles. Topics in the news. A collapsed building in LaGuardia heat affect Europe, leading to more than 3,300 deaths. 2 earthquakes strike Venezuela. Damaged picture, leaving more than 2,290 people dead and tens of thousands of others missing. Former chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve Alan Greenspan dies at the age of 100. Keir Starmer announces his intention to resign as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Ongoing. Ebola epidemic. FIFA World Cup. Flamingo Revolution. Iran War. Lebanon War. Russo-Ukrainian War timeline. Recent deaths. Nicholas Alberti and Mignon Dunwan Sheo Finetti Not Isabel Har Mary Del Chilton nominated article July 3rd, 2026. Friday. Edit the story watch July 2nd, 2026. Thursday. Edit the story watch armed conflicts and attacks. Middle Eastern crisis 2026 Iran War 2025 to 2026 Iran United States negotiations Islamabad memorandum United States and Iran conclude a round of indirect talks in Doha, Qatar, with the next round of talks set to continue after the state funeral of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Gulf Times. Daily Sabah. 2026 Kurdish-Iranian crisis Western Iran clashes. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says that they have killed 5 members of the Democratic Party of Iranian Kurdistan near Piranshahr, West Azerbaijan, Iran. Reuters. Gaza war tunnel warfare in the Gaza Strip. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz reports that the military has demolished 83% of Hamas tunnels in the Gaza Strip. The assessment comes as the war enters its 1000th day following the October 7th, 2023 attacks on Israel. The Times of Israel. Inet News. 7 Palestinians are injured in an Israeli strike on the Nusayrat refugee camp in the middle of the Gaza Strip. Middle East Eye. 2026 Lebanon war Hezbollah-Israel conflict. The Israeli military says that the Agaz unit commando group has killed a Hezbollah militant who emerged from an underground tunnel in Ali al-Tahir in southern Lebanon. The Times of Israel. Syrian conflict. 9 people are killed and 22 others are injured in a bombing at a coffee house in Damascus, Syria. No group has claimed responsibility. Al Jazeera. Russo-Ukrainian war. Kyiv strikes. Russian forces launch a major ballistic missile and drone attack on Kyiv, Ukraine, killing at least 22 people and injuring 98 others, and forcing more than 50,000 civilians to shelter underground. AP Kyiv independent Papua conflict. The West Papua National Liberation Army says it set fire to a plane carrying 8 people that landed in Highland, Papua, Indonesia, killing its American pilot. BBC News. Arts and culture. 2026 Econ consecrations. The Holy See excommunicates the entire clergy of the Society of St. Pius X for consecrating 4 bishops yesterday without the Pope's permission, barring the group from officiating marriages and hearing confessions. The Catholic laity are also warned that they will also be excommunicated if they attend SSPX masses. AP Vatican News. Disasters and accidents. At least 16 people are killed and 20 others are injured when a passenger bus overturns in Eastern Cape, South Africa. CTV News. 11 people are killed in a collision between a truck and 2 cars on the Dushanbe-Quilon, Korab Highway near Vadit, Tajikistan. Times of Central Asia. Xinhua. 9 monks are killed and 13 others are injured, including 3 critically, when an 11-year-old boy drives a pickup truck into a pilgrimage walk in Mukdahan province, Thailand. AP Health and Environment. 2026 Ebola epidemic. The Democratic Republic of the Congo begins treatment trials for Ebola. BBC News. The World Health Organization says that Uganda has confirmed a Marburg virus case in Italo in the Kayajegwa district during Ebola surveillance, with authorities monitoring contacts and reporting no symptoms among them. AFP via Jamaica Observer. International relations. Human rights in Burkina Faso. The United Nations announces that it will close its human rights office in Burkina Faso after the country's military junta indefinitely suspends its operations, preventing the office from carrying out its mandate. Euronews. Reuters. Law and crime. Corruption in Spain. Spain's National Court charges the Civil Guard's director, General Mercedes González Fernández, and her deputy with the offenses of abuse of office and obstruction of justice in connection with the ruling SO's alleged operation against judges and prosecutors investigating cases of corruption involving party members. Democrata. Flamingo Revolution. Police clash with demonstrators in Albania during the protest against the government in a Sezin Island resort project. AP Politics and Elections. 2026 Algerian parliamentary election. Algerians vote for 407 seats of the People's National Assembly amid a cost of living crisis and candidate bans upon the Harrod movement. AP. Protests and uprisings in Tibet since 1950. A man protesting against the annexation of Tibet by China lights himself on fire outside of the headquarters of the United Nations in New York City, United States. He is transported to Bellevue Hospital in great condition. AA.